614 now, and every year thousands of people flock to Massac County down there because there is the Fort Massac encampment going on. Now, this had to be canceled last year, so it's back this year.
Well, it's a great time for history buffs or those who just really enjoy the outdoors. Brooke Slyer is live at the fort with more on the event. Brooke?
Yeah, good morning, Evie and Dave. Well, this event is an opportunity for people and visitors to see what life was like in the late 1700s. So it's a really hands-on and interactive experience. You know, it's great just to get outside and walk around. And joining me this morning now is Trish Steckenrider with the Metropolis Tourism Board. So thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for coming.
I mean, this event was canceled last year, and I personally was pretty bummed out about it because I had such a great time in 2019. So what does it mean to be able to bring this back to visitors? And because this draws a lot of people to the area.
It absolutely does. This is our biggest event that we host in Metropolis, and it brings over 100,000. Traditionally, it brings over 100,000 visitors to the Metropolis area just over a 2-day time span. So as you can imagine, the economic impact of that is huge for our area.
Oh, yeah, you know, absolutely. And one of the draws here, we were talking about this off camera, is all the food. You talked about that kettle corn. I was talking about the homemade pork rinds. And a lot of the food vendors here are, you know, local groups that need this extra income.
Absolutely. So one thing that has definitely become one of the biggest draws and attractions of this event is the food. Everybody talks about the food. The food is fantastic because not only is the food great, it's also period authentic, so they have to be able to prove that the ingredients that they are using were available during that time. So that's a great aspect of it, but just the way they fix it is amazing. So a lot of people just come out to eat, but all of that is going to a good cause as well, because almost all of our food vendors are local nonprofit organizations that then in turn use this as their primary fundraiser for the year, and then that goes right back into our community. So yes, last year with COVID, that really impacted not just the tourism aspect of it, but also the community aspect of it, because many of our nonprofits just simply weren't able to raise the funds needed to give back to the organizations in the community like they normally do.
So basically what you're saying is make sure that you come hungry, because I know that I will. I'm going to stop and get that steak sandwich that I think I had last year. I'm going to get some pork rinds. But again, we'll be talking more about this 2-day event later on in the show. But for now, back to you in the studio.
Man, oh man.
Oh yeah, that steak sandwich sounds pretty good right there. But
and breakfast.
And breakfast, yeah, maybe Brooke, I don't know if they're cooking yet.